Hey, 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 hey. How is everybody? It is Kim Love Jones, your certified relationship coach. And I just wanted to get on tonight and do my thought provoking Thursday. I am so excited, y'all. I'm just going to give it a few minutes so I can wait for some folks to get on so that people know that I am alive. Hello, somebody. Oh my goodness, I do not know how to make this happen. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Hey, JJ, how are you, baby? I see you. I see you. I see you. I don't know how to fix this. Hold on, y'all. Know what I am doing. Okay, here we go. 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 I am here. I am here. I am here. I just want to tag a few of my friends. I don't, the topic for tonight is you're not asking for too much. You are not asking for too much. And I think that part of the issue for a lot of people, right, is that sometimes they get so caught up and they feel like they feel like they are asking for too much in their relationships. Now, y'all don't mind me because I'm just tagging a few people. I'm just tagging a few, just tagging a few. That's it, you know? And we're going to see how this goes, okay? So, all right. So I am done. I am done. I am done. I am done. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Are you asking for too much? Do you think that people do you think that you were asking for too much in your relationships? Oh, Sandy's on. Hey, Sam. I see you, sis. I see you. I see you. So I wanted to jump on because first of all, it's thought provoking Thursday. And tonight I don't have a special guest. I usually have a special guest, but I did not line one up for tonight. I just wanted to kick it with y'all. I just wanted to talk to y'all just for a moment. Sandy, I see Sandy. Hey, where you at? I ain't see you right now, girl. How you doing? Okay, that's my sister friend. Been friends forever, forever. So yeah, I just wanted to jump on and say, are you asking for too much? Usually, y'all, we are not asking for too much. Not at all. The issue is we're asking the wrong people. We are asking the wrong people. We're asking people who are not ready to give it, to give us what we want and what we need in our lives. And I know a lot of my sisters, like, we not babies no more. We doing our thing. We're up there kind of in number. And I know for a fact, I know for a fact that nobody has time for playing games right now. We are all trying to get to the next level. We are all trying to have the companionship that we want. We want somebody in our lives who has the capacity to love us, right? And the issue becomes, you meet people and people are like, oh, well, you have a standard for your life. Just the other day, a guy told me, oh, you're intimidating. And the truth of the matter is, I'm not intimidating at all. I'm fun. I like to laugh. I like to joke. You know what it is? You're too short to get on this ride. You don't have the height requirement. And that's the truth. And a lot of men will tell women, and this is not just about women, men, women and the issues that they're dealing with. Let me be clear, because there are a lot of women that don't have the height requirement as well. So the reason why I am saying what I am saying is because what's generally happening in our relationships is this idea that men try to come up with that and put the onus on you. Now you got to do things to make them feel comfortable. Lower your standard for them. Oh, you're intimidated. No, I'm not. I'm a lot of fun. I got jokes. I got, I like to have a really, really, really good time, y'all, right? So with that being said, me being clear, no, I'm not intimidating, and neither are you, right? It's just that you're not asking for too much. It's just that the wrong people, it's the wrong people that are coming up to you. Because the right person is not ever going to think that you're too much. Hey, Tara, I see you, sis. I see you. I see you. I hate deflectors. I hate deflectors. And you know what? Yeah, Tara, I really believe um that people deflect and they push their stuff on you, right? And don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the okie doke. Sometimes they tell you a whole bunch of foolishness just to get you to try to lower your standards because they know you have some, right? And no, I'm not trying to be bothered with all of that. Now, I said all that to say, because one of the things that we tend to do, hi, Natasha, how are you, sweetheart? Charles says maybe your self-esteem is low. No one who is authentic feels intimidated by most people. Exactly, Tara. Tara, that's a word right there, girl. That is a word. That is a word. Okay. Hey, Natasha, I see you. I see you. I see you, sis. I see you. And so that is the absolute God's honest truth. Y'all, I don't, I almost don't understand why people are too lazy to do the work. Maybe it's because they don't want to make an investment in you. They want to see how far it goes without them having to do very much at all, without them having to take you out to dinner, without them having to, cook a meal for you or do something for you, for my brothers, right? Um, it's a lot of foolishness going on around here and out here. Now, I got to ask y'all for 2 seconds just to hold on for me because can I tell y'all, I accidentally cut off the ceiling fan and I promise y'all I'm going to pass out if I had that ceiling fan running. Just give me 2 seconds. Be right back. Let me just cut this part. Hold on. Sister girl, sister girl, sister girl, sister girl can't do it. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Okay, let us be clear. Sister girl can't do it without the ceiling fan on. So yeah, yeah. And then you know what the issue is a lot of times we will slightly lower our standards, right? For both men and women, right? And then we are literally entering into agreement that whatever the person wants to give us, hello, hi girl, summer say so. Okay. So that whatever the person wants to give us, right, we accept it, right? And they don't even have the capacity to love us. Come on now. Come on. You're not asking for too much. To want someone to reach whatever it is that your standard is. And this is for both my brothers and my sisters, right? Hi, Sister Martha. I love you. I love you so much. So, no, you're not asking for too much. You have a standard. You know what you want and what you need in your life. So now, why is it that they are, or from the time they meet you, they cannot meet that standard, not even knowing what it is? It's your energy. It's what is being exuded. It's the spirit of the Lord that's in you. It's a whole bunch of things. Like, no, no, no. I am not that one that you can just waltz in here, do whatever it is that you want to do in my life. For both my brothers and my sisters, no, there are certain things that are requirements in order for you to be a part of my life. And I think you're amazing, and I think you're handsome, or I think you're beautiful, for the brothers talking to the sisters. I think that you are all of that in a bag of chips, but there are some things that I require in order for me to be in, for you to be in my life. And no, sis, to my brothers, you're not asking for too much. I think that it's reasonable to want somebody who has the capacity to love you. And by that, I mean somebody who wants to invest in you, somebody who wants to invest in a future with you, somebody that you can build with. I don't think that you're asking for too much when you ask for that. The problem is that we have gotten conditioned, real talk, to just doing whatever because we're part of, we on the tail end of that microwave generation thing. right? And in the microwave generation, everybody wants everything real quick, real fast. I want you to prove to me that you care about me, right? Even for my brothers who are spending an exorbitant amount of money on women trying to get their attention. Stop doing that. See where they're coming from first. See who they are, right? Stop casting your pearls before swine, right? Don't do that. That's to my brothers, right? Go out and meet her for a cup of coffee. You don't have to take her to Ruth Chris, right? Unless you really got it like that. And this is no shade to none of my sisters. It's just the truth. I had posted a meme on my Facebook page the other day that I had written, and the meme was about finding someone who wants to understand you. Finding someone who wants to understand you, even if you're in a dark place. I don't know if anybody saw the meme, that's unimportant. The idea is that one of my very, very good friends immediately went into women are being deceived. And that's what I want to talk about. Women are not the only ones that are being deceived. Men are being deceived too. Men are having their feelings hurt too. And I've just about had up to here. Because women control the narrative, and I need for y'all to understand while the man chases or pursues, because pursue is a better word, we don't want nobody chasing, right? While a man pursues you, you make the choice of whether or not you want him, right? Men are being deceived all the time, and women are good. Women know what they're doing, okay? They know how to get them to, just over, oh yeah, because I want to go to Jamaica, and then there you go, you off to Jamaica, right? And you have no intentions on really being. And so it frustrates me because, hey, I don't know who that is. You got to allow StreamYard. You got to allow StreamYard to see your name, right? In order for me to see who you are. And so, okay, Tara, wait a minute, Tara, I gotta do this. I gotta put you up because I love that. This is why the Bible says to lift up a standard. When you where you mess up is lowering it, because once you lower it, others will think you need to lower it just a little bit more. There is a standard on a collegiate level and almost everywhere else. But a woman is supposed to fully submerge herself into a man that does not want to make a basic commitment. You know what, Tara? You are, sweetheart, 100% correct. You're 100% correct. I do not disagree. And I know that because men are the leaders, right? The head of the household, according to the word of God, right? That we ought not, I don't know why, let me cut my volume down on my phone. It is doing the most right now. Men are supposed to be the leaders of the house, right? And we're supposed to submit, but they also should be submitting to us as well. Not in the same way, but also you need a man that's going to pour into you, right? You want to see what he's working with in terms of that, whether or not he cares about your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical well-being, whether or not he's going to protect you. There are other things that go along with that, right? But the issue is for me, is that if women would stop rushing to the finish line, if they would stop rushing, trying to get the man to like them, sleeping with people you don't even know, you don't even have an engagement ring on your finger, right? And I'm not here to tell people what to do. That's not it, sis. But if you want to protect your heart, wait for the man. And for my brothers, wait for the woman who you can truly trust and be with. Because that's truly the issue. My relationship goal is to get up every morning appreciating my amazing husband because we choose each other each and every day over and above everything. Hear me, right? Hey, Cindy, I see you, sis. I love you, baby. You know I love you. That's Queen Sugar right there, honey. Yes, yes. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Decline. So I thought I cut my phone down real clearly. I did not. Um, so the issue, so the issue then becomes, so then the issue then becomes the choices that we make. Men can pursue you all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. I need y'all to come with me, right? They can do that all day, every day. But you get to choose who you want to spend your life with. So you've got to make women, you have got to make better decisions, period. You have to. Hey, Lori, I love you, sis. What you say, Tara? I'm mad today. I had to fire all cylinders on my soon-to-be ex-husband to admit one to another. Okay, okay. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother talk show, sugar. That's a proper conversation. We can talk about that later. You know, but sometimes you do, Tara, when you're in a situation like that. Well, what I would submit to you right now is don't let anybody destroy your energy. Don't let anybody take anything away from you. You have the capacity. You are so powerful that you get to change your mind about how you're going to deal with things. You get to say whether or not you're going to be angry, or whether or not you're going to be happy, or whether or not you're going to embrace this day and just allow God to deal with whatever the enemy is trying to do concerning you. For real, for real. Like, you get to choose that. You get to choose that, right? Like, you get to choose everything else in your life. I choose to be happy as an act of my will. It's not easy, not all the time, but that's what I choose. I choose it for my life. And I'm not gonna let anything anybody did destroy me or mess up my entire day. You know, some things you can't help though, and I understand that. So I'm not trying to act like I got the big S on my chest and I'll never feel down, because I do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Tara writes. Tara writes, the enemy is playing games with men and women. Men are afraid to be healed of their past hurts and disappointments, and the enemy fools him into thinking that sleeping around is where it's at. The woman breaks her neck to win a man over. A man can suck her dry. God never intended a man to conduct himself as a woman, nor does he intend for a woman to chase or to win a man over to me. Hello, hello, Tara. Tara, in a minute, I'm about to bring you in on the conversation so we could talk, because I love you, sis. In a minute, I don't know if you're ready. I'm going to tell you, get ready. If you ain't ready, I might pull you in here in a minute. Okay. But the reason why all of that is important, right, Tara, because what you said is absolutely correct. We gotta stop making people, right, a priority when they don't do what it is that we need them to do for us, right? And that's real talk. We keep getting involved in relationships, and Tara, just like you said, men can do whatever it is. Are you are not asking for too much is what the topic is. You are not asking for too much. You need to have a standard in your life, right? So that's the topic, baby. Um, why, Tara, is the woman breaking her neck to win the man over? That's the question. That's the question. When a person is very good to you, I mean very good to you, exceptionally good to you, what you do is you give back, right? And it keeps, and it's a boomerang. So everything you give, you get back. Everything you give, you get back when you're in right relationship, in a healthy relationship, right? I know you should be literally breaking your neck to try to outdo each other. Do that. But when you are breaking your neck for somebody who won't even listen, climbing mountains for people who won't even jump over a puddle for you. There's an imbalance there. There is an imbalance there. And you need to check out why you going so hard for somebody who wouldn't even give you the time of day, who doesn't have a real agenda for you, who doesn't want to build with you, who doesn't want, like, why are women and men, because men do it too, let's be clear, doing the most for somebody who wouldn't even give them the time of day? Why are you doing that? Who stands you up, who doesn't come through, you can't depend on them, right? And I'm really trying to keep this message positive to let all my brothers and my sisters know, no, you're not asking for too much to have a standard. You're not asking for too much to have a standard. You're not doing the most by doing that. You should have a standard for your life. If somebody, it's one thing if a person wants to give you the world and they don't make that kind of money, and your finances are better than theirs, right? And you can only do they can only do what they could do. That's different, right? Because they may not have the finances that you have, right? And they may be busting their behind to give you the world, but they may give you flowers from, instead of going to a florist, they may get them from the grocery store, right? Because the grocery store is more in their budget. Instead of sending you this big lavish, having delivered to you this big lavish bouquet. If they ain't got it, they ain't got it. But they care about you. Why women and men doing the most for people who not doing anything for them? You are not asking for too much when you have a standard for your life. And so women and men, well, let me correct this. Ladies, you ain't supposed to be pursuing no man. And I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not talking, let me be clear. I'm not talking about being good to somebody who's being good to you. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. Somebody just bought you, a $20,000 mink coat, because that's what you said you wanted. And now you going on vacation, but you don't want to pay for their trip, right? Like, you always want to give back, right? You always want to give back. You always want to try to beat your husband, your wife, and giving. I promise you that's how it makes your relationships better. By the time you get to that point, or if you're courting one another, dating one another, and you see that they're a giver and you want to be a blessing, you give them back, you give them too, right? You should never go past halfway. Wait a minute. You should never, I don't know who this is, Facebook user. You should never go past halfway when there's no activity. I agree with that. I agree with that. If you have, okay, so if you call somebody and you call them 3 times and they haven't returned your call once, but they get back to you, or you text them, Lord, I hate text messaging, but you text them, right? It's Dre. Oh, hey, Dre, I can't see you. You got to make your name known to StreamYard. You got to give them permission to have your name. So the point I'm trying to make here is, if you text somebody 2 or 3 times, and I'm not talking about inboxes, right? But if you send a direct text message to their phone 2 or 3 times and they don't answer you once, and then they get back to you like 3, 4 days later, you ain't important. You're not important. Real talk. You don't even need to pursue that. Don't say, oh my God, they're so busy. Oh, I know they're busy. People make time for what they want to make time for. And you're not asking too much. You're just asking the wrong people, right? You're not asking too much. No, not at all. If you want companionship and they just want to date and have sex, and you want marriage and this is all they want, you're not asking for too much. You're just asking the wrong person. If you want somebody that you can go on vacation with, live your life with, build with, and they are talking some other stuff. Hey, Lisa, I see you, sis. Right? And and this is what you want for your life. And you talk to them and they're like, no, I'm good. I ain't looking for nothing. You're not asking for too much. It's just the wrong person. And sometimes our pickers are broke for both men and women. And we get discouraged. We get discouraged and we think like, wow, like nobody, like, okay, I can't find the right somebody, right? The right somebody is going to align themselves with your vision, with your goals. You're going to see that, wait a minute, they really nice. They like the same things I like, and not necessarily everything that you like, but some of the same things that I like, right? They want some of the things that I want. They think about retirement like I'm thinking about retirement. They think about moving and buying a home out of state. You know, hi, Darlene, how are you? I see you. Right. So, but real talk, when someone is serious or wants what you want, right? Then it's no problem. But you're not asking for too much when you have a standard for your life. You're not. And don't ever let anybody make you believe that. Steve Harvey came out with that 90-day rule, right, y'all? And don't sleep with them for 90 days, all this business. And dudes is like, yo, she ain't kicking down. I don't want to be with her. But listen, if that's all you got, boo, you don't need to be with me anyway, because I'm so much more than my body. I am my mind. I'm beautiful. So if you're mad because I have a standard and I'm going to remain celibate until you show me something otherwise, listen to me. I ain't got time to waste with you because you don't want what I want, right? So, and this once again, I have to reiterate, this is not just for my sisters, this is for my brothers too. There are women out here who want the LV bag and they don't want you. Let's keep it 100. They want all of the tricks, all of the jewels, all of the little things, but they don't want you. They'll take your money, but they ain't here to help you. I've seen men leave beautiful, wonderful, amazing wives that they would never get it together for, stressing their wives out instead of being helpful, right? And go get some chick, some little chick, right? Who don't have their backs because all they want is your money. They look cute on your arm, but bro, they don't have no substance. Hear me when I tell you, they don't have no substance. So real talk, we need to think about the fact that we are aligning ourselves with sometimes the wrong people, expecting them to change. And people are going to be who they are. They are not going to change. Imagine that your cup is running empty, if you will. Like it's getting low. You at the halfway point, right, in your life. And you meet somebody, and all that person wants to do is to pour into you. Imagine that. And it's not that other people have not tried, because other people have thought you were handsome and beautiful and all it is, but they wasn't trying to pour into you. So it's not like they haven't tried. But because you don't entertain the foolishness, right? You finally met somebody of some substance and some quality, right? Imagine now if they begin to pour into you, they begin to speak to you in a language that you've never heard. They begin to sing a song to you, not literally, but figuratively. Sing a song to you that's familiar, but it's like, in the back of your mind. Imagine that person wants to love you totally and completely and serve you and submit to you, like the word of God says. Imagine. So when we entertain what is not for us, we miss the mark because we're wasting time in an area we're not even supposed to be in. No, you are not asking for too much, but someone that understand your celibacy, understand that you have a standard, understand that there are certain things that you want your partner to be able to bring to the table. I talked to my granddaughter. She's amazing. She's beautiful. And she says to me, the oldest one, she says to me, Gigi, you think we should move in with each other? I said, absolutely not. I said, if this man is to be your husband, let him prepare a place for you. You don't have to give him everything. You don't have to do wifely things. You don't have to do that. until he puts a ring on your finger. Let him prepare the place for you. Let him prepare the place for you. Meanwhile, she is brilliant. She's a business head. I'm going to bring her on one night on my Thought Provoking Thursday. She is so dope and amazing. And I know y'all probably saying, Kim, but that's your granddaughter. So I know you feel that way. No, she's absolutely, I was not thinking about the things that she thinks about at 23. But she asked me for my opinion and I told her. And I said, I know you're going to think Gigi is being old fashioned, but I'm not. I'm absolutely not. I've learned some things in my old age. And let me tell you something, there is no way that if a man really loves you and he wants to be with you, that he will not set up a place for you. He will not do what it takes, right? When a man loves you, he'll pull down every star in the sky for you as best he can. And I'm not trying to be unrealistic. I'm telling you the truth, right? And so she came back to me a couple of months later, not too long ago, and her and we had this amazing conversation. And she says to me, guess what, Gigi? I said, what? She said, he made a decision that he wants to get a place. And he wants to have everything set up before me and him move in together. I said, yeah. I said, also put a ring on the good finger. Hello, somebody. I mean, one step at a time. Let's see how this, they've been going out for a little while now. But my point is, real talk, is that we have to stop trying to rush, both men and women, and take a moment to become friends, get to know each other, right? We need to get to know one another. You don't even know if you like, a lot of times, and I'm not talking about anybody specifically on this live, but a lot of times people be having relations with somebody sexually, and they don't even know if they really like them. But you're looking for long-term partnership. You're looking for a long-term partner, companion, someone to build with. But how does that work exactly? And how many times are you going to do that? What's your body count going to be like? Natasha, we really do need to get to know ourselves. And Natasha asked the question, do you think some women feel like that we don't deserve more? That's why we sell. That's absolutely why, Natasha. That is absolutely why. Lori says, I am waiting patiently. Yeah, Lori. I don't know if you've seen it, Lori, but every day I post a reel, right? Every day I post a reel, and it's about manifestation and calling into your life what it is that you want. And I write love letters to my husband. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Read them. Read my reels. I don't post them on my wall every day. Sometimes I just put them in the reel column. But if you look for them, you'll see them. Because I promise you, and I'm telling everybody here, that until you believe that you deserve something, until you believe that you deserve it and you know that God can give it to you and you trust God for it, and that's the only way it's going to work out. Real talk. Here's the other thing, not just believing God for it, but working on being the best you know how to be. Always say that because it's necessary. And some things you're never going to work out until you're actually in a relationship with somebody that you trust and somebody that you know loves you. Because that's the only time you're going to feel free enough and allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to be able to share the things that are deep and concerning in your heart. When we rush things and we try to make things be what we want them to be instead of, allowing the friendship to build and understanding who we're getting involved with, right? Um, there's a shift there. So when we're careful and we're mindful of what it is that we're doing, right? It then becomes it's a game changer, right? But when you get involved with somebody you could be vulnerable with, you could trust, you got real intimacy with, and I'm not talking about sex. When you get to know who you are through that relationship, because they only make you want to be a better version of yourself. They make you want to do the most, right? They make you want to go in the kitchen, even if you don't really like cooking. You want to cook for them, right? That kind of thing. They're bringing out the best in you, and you bringing out the best in them. Don't settle for anything less. You deserve so much more. And no, you are not asking for too much. I promise you, you're not. And yes, Natasha, we do need to get to know ourselves. We do need to get, and we need to check ourselves, and we need to do some introspection, and we need to gain some clarity around what happened in the last relationship or the last two relationships we was in. You know, see, so what was your behavior like then? And this is for both men and women. Men get so frustrated, like, I give up. You know, did I tell y'all about the statistics that only about 70% of men are not even having sex in the world? Scary, right? 70%, I think it's 70% of men are not even having sex. You know why? Because they're frustrated. And it's so crazy because women are like, oh, I know he out there, he running chasing all these girls. Da, 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 da. That's a whole nother talk show in our age bracket. So we ain't even going there. But I'm going to tell you this. Statistically speaking, only about 30% of the men in the entire world are having sex. You can Google it. It might be 80%, right? But Google it. It's a ridiculous number and it'll blow your mind, right? And the reason why that is because they ain't got no game. They ain't got no Mac. They don't know how to treat you. Now they've gotten older. Some of them, you know, the middle-aged men, they've gotten older and they tired. They done ran and chased tail. They ain't tried to be serious about nobody. They heartbroken. They ain't even trying to be with a woman. They like, you know, I mean, they love women. I'm not saying that they working on the other side. I'm not saying that at all. They're just tired. And they don't want to do no more work because they've cast their pearls before swine to women that didn't love them, but they was cute. To women that also broke their hearts, right? And so we be trying to figure out, like, well, all the good men that they at home watching TV because they tired too. And I promise you, y'all, listen, I promise, like we be really thinking that it's only us and it's not. And that's the reason why I want women to stop the narrative that men are deceiving women, because a lot of women have deceived men as well. And I'm fair and equitable in everything that I do and everything that I write, because men are abused too. Men are abused as well. Let's be clear. There are some men that have never seen a healthy relationship a day in their lives, and there are some women who haven't either. There are women who do not know how to talk to their men, to their husbands. They don't even know how to talk to their sons. Hello, hello. And this is real talk. And it's not a man or a woman bashing thing. I just want you to be clear about what's out there and what's real, right? And say to you that as you elevate your level of consciousness, and let me say that again, as you elevate your level of God consciousness, as you do that, you are going to meet and attract different people to you. So last night, I'm on the phone with a really good friend of mine. She said, Kim, you always meeting people. You always meeting men. I said, girl, I meet men everywhere I go. I meet women too, so don't get it twisted, right? I could be in a grocery store. People just start talking to me. Don't ask me why. That's what they do, right? But I said to her, I said, sis, let me explain this to you. I said, I really can't articulate and explain it down to a science, but it's my energy. I said, everywhere I go, I'm just smiling and laughing at people. And I'm like, hey, how you doing, sugar? You know, and people pick up on it, on your energy and your friendliness, right? And your confidence, right? Because confidence is sexy. And a lot of people don't know that. And I'm bold. I don't care. Like, what are you going to do? Stop me from being authentic? You know, this is who I am, right? But it's a choice that I make every day. And so I'm saying all of this to you to say this. Change your energy. And the only way that you can change your energy is by changing your mindset. They go hand in hand. I talk to everybody in the restaurant that I frequent, from the busboy to the host to the owner. I speak to everybody the same. I look them in the eye. I'm not afraid of people. I don't shrink, right? I'm gonna be Kim, loud, fun, whatever, when I go outside. And so I'm not saying this to you to say, oh, Kim always meeting people. No, I'm telling you that your energy is what is attracting. the same type of person, that same type of vibe, right? To you every single time. Something needs to shift in you. But don't ever think that when you have the standard that you're asking too much. Shift your energy so you can attract to yourself what it is that you want. You know, I am about to host a 3-month masterclass. It's coming up the third week, the third Monday in September. So if anybody is interested in being a part of that, go to reallovejones.com and register. I am excited about it because I am going in. When I tell y'all, I'm gonna take everything I got and pour it in to this mastermind class, and I'm excited about it. Okay, so Natasha says, I feel like women don't want to be vulnerable because they're scared, but it's better to know how he will handle who you really are. Then we must make decisions according. But we try and try again and again, only to be disappointed over and over again. I'm not quite sure, Natasha, what you're saying there. I know that nobody wants to be vulnerable, and absolutely, women do not want to be vulnerable. We don't. We don't want to be soft. Like we don't want nobody to think they can get over on us, and that's just real talk. That's just real talk. We do not want to be vulnerable. We don't want to put our heart out there again because we can get hurt. I mean, it's the truth. But can I tell you something? If you're never vulnerable, honestly, you can never have really an authentic relationship. Because I don't think that people really see who you are until you allow yourself to be vulnerable. So you put yourself, and I'm not telling you to put yourself out there and chase a man. I'm not saying that. Absolutely not. What I'm saying is to be authentically who you are. Right? Just be authentically who you are. I'm telling you, it will bless your entire life because you get to see the type of character that another person has. You get to see it when you allow yourself to be vulnerable. And a lot of people don't get that part. They don't get it, right? They think, oh, well, whatever. I'm not being vulnerable. I'm not letting my hair down. I'm not doing that. But the reality of the situation is that when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you literally get to see the character of the other person you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable with. Are they really checking for you? You want to find out? Be vulnerable. Allow yourself to do that. You'll find out within 2 weeks what the story is. I promise. I promise. Either they're going to walk away from you, they're going to love you and adore you for your openness, right? Or they're going to be like, oh, I can't deal with you because you got too much going on. Either way, they don't have the capacity to hold you. They don't have the capacity to love you. And you don't have to settle to have somebody in your life that does not have the capacity to love you. And in doing that, you are not asking for too much. To have somebody by your side, you're not asking for too much. Somebody who could be open and honest with you and speak truth to you. You're not asking for too much. Tara, you want to come on with me? Where you at? You are not asking for too much. I promise you're not. Tara, I don't know where you at. Who said yes? I don't know who said yes. I'm gonna bring somebody on me for a few minutes. Who's saying yes? You gotta tell me your name. StreamYard is not. If I cannot see your name, I cannot see your name, baby. So I don't know. Oh, okay, Tara. So I'm gonna inbox you. I'm gonna inbox you right now so you can come on and you can join me, right? Hold on, baby. Yeah, I'd love for you to jump on here with me. I'm sending you the information to your inbox. That's the invite. Put your name in and come on. Yeah, you moved. You went into another room to watch or something because now all of a sudden it doesn't have your name. Yeah, Tara's going to be joining me, y'all. It's about to go down. Tara is amazing and dope and wonderful. It's going down. I love it. I love it. I love it. Miss Tara Rochelle's coming, honey. Hello, somebody. When you click on the link, Tara, it'll bring you in. I think that's what I'm gonna start doing, bringing somebody on at the end of the show, just so we can kick it. You can't get it to work. What do you have? Apple products? If you have Apple products, it's difficult, and we can't do it tonight. You got to get prepared to come on here. I think it does best in Google, Chrome, um, Safari, and all of that. It doesn't work well on here. So I apologize, y'all. Tara will not, if she has that, she will not be joining us, unfortunately. But yeah, yeah, yeah. You're not asking for too much to have somebody in your life who got your back. You go in the hospital and they're there for you, right? They got you. They got your back. Like, what do you need? You good? And mean it. Not that, you know how people just be like, oh, you need anything? If you need anything, call me. Not those people. Not those people. The real people that's gonna ride or die with you. That's gonna rock out with you. Right? Those are the people that you need in your life. Those are the people that you need in your life. And you're not asking too much to want that. And I keep repeating that because we be agreeing to be in relationships with people who don't have the capacity to hold us. And we be talking about we want real love, but we be entertaining foolishness. It really doesn't work. It doesn't work. How is that supposed to work? How do you make sense out of nonsense? You can't. So you have to choose. You have to make a decision, right? That you want something more for your life. And you can't keep entertaining people who are not on your level, who don't want what you want. I'm not saying they're beneath you. I'm saying they are not in alignment with you. And you have to align yourself with people who have the same core values as you, right? And from there, everything works out the way that it should. Because the other part of this, y'all, is that you really won't know who you are for real, until you are full blown in a relationship and things start to break out in that relationship. That's when you'll begin to see how your character truly lines up. Do you have the wherewithal? Okay, I see you. I see you, Tara. I see you. Hey, hey, boo. Hey,
Hey.
hey. Are you on those Apple products? Hey. Okay, I'm just saying because they give
I
you a
am
hard
now.
time. Oh, you on an Apple product?
Well, on my, I only have an Apple, a tablet, and I have a
Uh,
laptop. And I'm gonna have to get another one because I gave it to Alan because I was like, I just need something a little bit more updated. But
okay. So
yeah,
now, what were you talking about, sweetheart? I don't know what you're doing
honey,
with the
honey, honey,
camera.
honey. Hold on, let me
Okay,
hit
so
this.
let's talk. We finna
Oh my
talk.
God, let me
Let's
hit this.
get it.
Hit this button because believe it or not, I'm actually still logged in for work, and I just actually finished my
Oh
day.
my God! So why are you getting on here?
Chat.
Tara got a lot going on. Okay, Tara look like she about
God, the
to
gift of
throw it up. She about to throw it up. Is
I,
something about to go down? What? Look,
I,
wait. Log out of the work computer.
hold on.
What kind
You
of
know,
shenanigans we got
because
going on up here with Miss Tara?
the Lord blessed me with that gift. I take a little and make much out of it. It is
Okay.
giving me.
All right. Well, in the
So
meantime, because Miss Tara is trying to log out of stuff
I've
at
already
work.
gone.
Okay, thank you. Can we get with
Yes,
it? And
yes,
know
I
what's
can
going
get with
on,
it.
pumpkin? Okay.
It's a lot going on. Today, just to give like a little bit of backstory. So on Tuesday, we buried my
You know,
sister.
we live. Okay, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, no, no. I'm saying that to say you might want to temper some stuff. I don't know if you want to say everything that you
Yeah.
want
I
to
just don't.
say.
I just gotta let it go today.
Okay.
I don't have anything to make it pretty or to dress it up.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know, I am in the midst of a separation. On the 10th, I'll be married, legally married for 15 years. This is the second go around with us being separated. Um, and we buried my sister-in-law on Tuesday. And technically, she's not my sister-in-law. My husband's eldest brother passed away before we got married, but this is his widow. So I went to go support that Tuesday. So we were talking, and I just like snapped today. I was just like, my thing is, and I can only talk from the perspective of men because a man or males have been the only romantic relationships that I've had. I can't speak for
Other relationships. Go
other
on. Uh-huh.
relationships. So,
Uh-huh.
with that being said, it's been a lot. It's been a lot of conflict. He's a family person. I'm a family person. But when you don't have certain things in order, it makes it very difficult. When you don't have your family members, extended family members, in the right places.
Mm-hmm.
So, today we were talking, and it frustrates me because I've been knowing him since 1995. He's
Okay,
been
so what's frustrating you? Let's talk about that
What
part.
frustrates me is talking about the past.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say talk about the past, you talk about the past from a place of you're still, it's like you're still living in it, like you're quantum leaping back into
Backwards.
something that has happened. There's nothing you can do to change it. And so I said to him today, I said, I'm just so blown. I was like, it started with something personal. And I just cut him off. I said, listen, I don't want to talk about your ex-wife today. I mean, I appreciate her stamp of approval. Not that I need it, but I don't want to talk about that. I just don't want to hear it today. I said, you didn't do for me the things that you did for her. She was not the type of
Mm-hmm.
wife to you that I have been to you. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's how it always goes. The people
Mm-hmm.
who try to love and do certain things the most and try to do the best by you, a lot of times don't get the best part of the deal. So I said, I just don't want to hear it. And it totally threw him off. So then today he was talking about a former job that he had. And I said, here we go again. It wasn't about personal, it was about business. I said, you talk like you're 80 something years old. You have so much life. I said, the whole time I've been knowing you, the whole time I've been knowing him for like close to 30 years, the whole time we've been married, I've never hardly once heard you say, I'm looking forward to doing this next year. I'm looking forward to uh, accomplishing this with you. I'm looking forward to working on this for myself because I need to work on this. And that is what I'm the most frustrated about with him.
Okay. All right. So let's be clear. Thank you so much for saying what you said. When you see someone, and this goes for everybody that's watching, when you see someone that is constantly rehearsing pain,
Mhm.
that's what it is. It's rehearsing the pain. They're not healed.
Mhm.
And no matter how much of a friend you try to be to them, and no matter how much you try to love them, people get stuck and they want to continue to stay in the past for whatever reason it serves them.
Yeah.
It does not serve them, but it serves them in some sort of a capacity. Because if you're in the past, you can't be about getting to your future, right? So now let me bring this whole thing full circle, right? You have never once the entire time that you have known him move forward in his thought process and his thinking, right?
Exactly.
So my question would be, Tara, why are you even frustrated? That's the first question, right? Wait, think about it. Why are you even frustrated? That's the first part, right? The second part is if he were not done with the first thing because he never let it go, what made you think he was going to embrace anything new or have the capacity to embrace anything with you when he never let go of all the old stuff. There is no room for Tara. There was never any room for you. He couldn't give anything to you to ensure that your relationship would blossom and be amazing, right? Because he was still holding on to pain and memories of his past. Why are you upset with him?
The reason why I'm upset is because I've recently been saying, well, I'm skipping over A for B. I'm very, very upset. And I'm more so upset with myself because I knew all we were ever supposed to be was friends. And he talked me into, but we have such a good relationship. We're such great friends. I've always loved you. I've always this and always that. So in my mind, I was kind of wondering, okay, well, we've always kind of had a good relationship. And I second guessed what I knew that I should not have done. We don't have a lot of things in common. He's a good person, but he's not marriage material for the average woman because he's basically married to his family. He doesn't know how to make a spouse a priority. He doesn't know how to allow his family to just be whatever way they feel. If they're mad, they're glad, just let it ride. Once he knows he's done the best that he can do by his family, he's like the go-to person. He's the person that everybody uses.
Mm-hmm.
He's the person that everybody uses.
Mm-hmm.
So I skipped over that. He kept saying, mind you, this has been going out the whole time that I've been knowing him for like a good 13 years. Every time I would talk to him, at some point he would bring that up in the conversation. And I'm like, why do you always bring that up? Why you can't just be content with us being friends? We don't hang around the same circles. We don't have the same interests. I said, it's not a put down. It's just a fact. So when we reconnected, I was a little bit older. So my life had changed. And I really honestly thought that being married to him would not be a huge challenge or a huge struggle. Because I felt like, okay, well, we've been friends, so he's gotten to know me and I've gotten to know him. And it just turned out to be total opposite. Total opposite. And it's what I get. It's what I get. It's what I get. Because one thing you should never allow anybody to do is to convince you to do something that you know is not going to work. No matter what a person tells you, you already know how they are and what they're really ready for. So you not only asked me to marry you, but you pretended to be in a place that you're not. And I allowed you to convince me of something that I knew better of. And so that is the underlying reason why I am frustrated. And then I've told him, I said, so probably in the last month or so, I said, it's time for you to start getting this paperwork and stuff together. It's time for you to start going with that part of the process. I said, when we initially separated, that was what you wanted to do. I said, this time we separated because I see it's not going to work.
Right.
So I said, I've had a lot of stress on me. I've carried a lot of load that I shouldn't have had to carry. So I'm leaving this to you to do. I'm leaving you to.
Okay. I wanted to say this. You said something that was very important. You said, we've done it before. You said, he doesn't have the capacity, right, to love you. He's still injured. He's still hurt. He's still going through whatever he's going through. And you are, and see, this is why I'm so grateful for you, because that is the realest thing that I will have anybody admit publicly. Like, I'm real like that, but I don't know too many people that's going to tell the truth about the situation, because really we be angry and upset with ourselves, because it's like he's on a hamster wheel. Like, and you can get off though. You don't have to stay on, right? And you can begin to separate yourself from the emotion of that because you're not with him anymore. I'm sorry, real talk, that you have had to have that experience. But honestly, and Natasha says she needed to hear that, right? But honestly, it's your choice. It's been your decisions. It's been you knowing better. And all you can do from here, sis, is move forward. Not another minute of your day will you give to this nonsense. Because, and I'm not saying you're not supposed to feel anything, because you need to feel what it is that you need to feel. But real talk, a lot of the stuff that we go through emotionally is because we don't want to let it go. Tomorrow's a new day. You get to wake up and make it whatever it is that you want it to be. And I'm not, trying to rush you through this, but it is alive. And so I just wanted to say to you that you do not have to hold on to that. Those things that he got going on in his life, those things been going on in his life. And guess what? Here's the other thing. When you connected and you said, oh, okay, you enabled him, he never got the real lesson. He never took the time to get his head right, to be a better person for whomever he needed to be the better person for. And this might seem really cruel, but he needed to be alone. And you came in, and it was like you were putting a band aid, right, on the situation when he needed open heart surgery. Because the only way to correct that was for him to take the time to process who he had been being, not only to his first wife, but to his family, to his friends, and to everybody except for her. Because it might be now abundantly clear to you why they didn't make it, because you've now had the experience of him, right? So that's been a real way. And like I always say this, pray for me, y'all. We be like quasi gods. I always say that because we be putting our hand in trying to fix stuff and make it better and not allow God to take the X-Acto knife and to cut out that thing in us that needs to be cut out. We run to the next person who is safe for us, and we go and we get in relationship with them, or we allow distractions to stop us from our healing process. And so we don't come out better for it, right? We stay stuck. We stay stuck. And so that's the issue. Not allowing him to go through his process, and he convinced you, no, I'm okay, but my ex-wife is such and such and such. No, but I'm fine, my sister called me today and she needed me to do, no, but I'm good. And when you see that type of behavior, we should be running away from an unhealed person.
Yeah.
Because we can't make them heal.
Yeah. I need to run my head. It's like a sign over my head. I don't care what the relationship is. I don't care, friendship, acquaintance. I don't care what it is. It's like they're drawn to me. And I so don't even know why, because I'm just like, and it's not because I'm not a helpful person who's only seeking out myself, but it's like, can we get some balance to this? Can I have like 80% healthy people in my life and maybe like 20% that need a little guide? I'm like, listen.
But you know what? Some people, you're not, because of your gifting and your calling on your life, Tara, and I know you got it. I talk to you. But because of the gifting and the calling that's on your life, of course, people who are broken and toe up are going to be attracted to you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You're supposed to.
I just want to pull on the finger sometimes. Just, I love you with the love of the Lord, but get the hell away from me.
Exactly.
Like,
hello.
And it's not to be mean. It's not to be mean. And
hello.
It's like, it's nothing worse than feeling like you're pouring into something that's broken. You're pouring the best.
Everything you're pouring into it is leaking out of the bottom.
Listen, you're pouring baccarat in a broken glass. That's almost a $500 fragrance. You are pouring it into something that cannot hold it. That's not even talking about, is the person going to wear it properly? Are they going to wash their behind good? Are they?
Right. I got you. Got the whole point. But see, the issue is still knowing when to hold them and knowing when to fold them for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is, because
Mhm.
people come because they know that you're a bright light in a dark place. They know your heart, they can see it. It's your energy. You draw them to you, right? But you have to start making a determination, real talk, and this is for everybody that's listening, everybody that will watch it on the replay. Check this out. You got to start being the protector of your heart, because
Mhm.
everybody that comes to you is not for you. That's why I meet so many people. You think I talk to all the people I meet? They be like giving me their phone numbers. Oh, girl, call me. It be men like, oh, could you call me? You beautiful. I was like,
No,
and
thank
I
you.
be just like that. And then you have to understand the gift and the calling that's on your life as well, sis.
Yeah.
Of course, people are going to be attracted to the light that God has put inside of you. Of course, they are, right? You just have to be careful, because some people come to the light and all they want to do is put the light out by
Mhm.
causing you all kind of frustration. So real talk, like, own it, heal from it, and move forward, because everybody ain't for you.
That's right.
And we got to know that for ourselves, though. So I'm so glad that you said that. You was like, I'm really frustrated with myself. Yes. Stay right there in that vein and heal the part of you that was accepting of that, that thought that that was okay. Heal that part,
Mhm.
right? And when you heal that part, right, then you're better. That's why that's why I kept coming up. That's why I kept saying it. Because there was something you needed to work out in you.
Mhm.
That's real talk. It's something that you needed to work out in you. Y'all, I am coming up on an hour and 5 minutes. I'm coming up on an hour and five. Tara,
It was a real day today.
I can tell, sis. I know you
It
just
was a
like
real
overly, like,
day.
what?
Child, my fingers was boop, 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 boop. I'm telling you. And I
And you
just
was ready to do this? Look,
yeah, I couldn't even get it
it's the
together.
thug in me, y'all. It's the thug in me. I'm
I
just kidding.
couldn't even get it together to do that. I mean, I literally wept today. I'm surprised. I'm talking straight right now. I literally wept today because I'm like, Lord, I can't keep going through this. I can't keep repeating this. I can't keep retaking the same test over and over again. I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this. I got to get to the root of what this is.
Learn
Because
the
I told him
lesson.
today, I said, I think you're really trying to kill me. I think you are trying to stress me out. I say, I don't know how many different ways I can say it. You
Learn
got
the
to hear,
lesson.
you got to hear my heart. My heart is, I want to see you get better. There's certain things that I want to accomplish. I need to accomplish. And I don't see any way that we can do this thing together. You've got to file the papers. You've got to start moving in that direction. We've got to start doing that. We've got
Listen,
to do it.
listen. Move forward in your heart and in your mind and work on you. Never mind him. You're going to get whatever it is that you need. You're going to get it. I'm praying for you, sis. I'm hoping God
Appreciate
continues to bless you. You already know I'm praying for you.
it. I know.
But learn the lesson. Get the lesson. Don't repeat this. You can't save everybody. Sometimes you got to just talk to them and say, you know what? Okay, I'm good. We good. You good? I'm good. You good? Even if they ain't good, you good? I'm good. Yeah, okay. And just like, because there's only so much we can do. The rest is God with the X-Acto knife. And that's real talk. God got the X-Acto knife. And God is going to take whatever, and He's doing the same thing for you right now, as a matter of fact. He's doing the same thing for you. It hurts, though, right? Because
Hurts,
surgery hurts. Surgery
especially if
hurts.
somebody's ever cut you in the same spot more than one time. It hurts like hell. And I've often made that analogy as to having being cut in the same place. Just when you just start feeling like, oh, it's healed at a place that I've never felt it healed before.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody cuts you in the same spot, the exact same spot.
Because there's a lesson in that for you, sis. I say that all the time. I say that all the time. It's a lesson in it. It's a lesson in it. Listen, y'all. I am doing a 3-month masterclass starting the third week in September. It's going down. If you want to be a part of it, inbox me, go to reallovejones.com and sign up and register. We're talking about healing, y'all. We're talking about getting better and manifesting through prayer what it is that we truly desire for our lives. That does not mean that God is going to give you what you want tomorrow, although he can do anything but fail. But what it does mean is the healing's got to begin before you can get to the place of true, full manifestation. That you've got to be in the process of becoming. And so that's what we're going to be talking about in this 3-month masterclass. It is absolutely going down. I mean, I am getting ready so that in September, I can bring the thunder and the rain. And I promise you it's going to be dope. And I'm excited about it. So inbox me or go to reallovejones.com to register. It is going down. I love you guys. I appreciate you. You guys are awesome. And y'all have a blessed evening.